Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. It is Monday, the first Monday of March. It's going to be a nice day. We'll talk about that in just a second. It's March 3rd. Thank you for being with us. You can find us live here on Facebook each and every weekday morning. We go live about 8 o'clock. You can also find us throughout the day on your Facebook feed. It stays up for you, so find us and watch us whenever it's convenient for you. You can also find us on our YouTube page, our Inform YouTube page, and then you can also look for us on your favorite podcast platforms as well. Just go to inform.com/podcasts and look for the Inform Minute. All right, let's talk about this beautiful day on the way.
Yeah, starting off with some sunshine. A couple of clouds are rolling in, but I don't think they'll block too much sun.
Yeah.
Mostly sunny to partly cloudy today.
Cool.
High near 50.
That
we'll
sounds
go
great.
54 here in Fargo.
Ooh.
If the cloud cover gets too thick, then maybe like a 51, 52, but still a nice day.
Yeah, for sure.
Widespread first 50s of the year expected today. That's about a couple weeks ahead of the average first 50s, so close.
Yeah.
Let's see, the wind out of the southeast this morning, fairly light, turning around to the northeast, 5 to 15. Hard to complain about this type of a Monday in March.
We'll take this for sure.
Not a bad one. Don't get used to it. Get outside, enjoy something, do something outside today. I mean, even like a quick walk to the mailbox. Because tomorrow everything changes. Strong wind out of the north first thing tomorrow morning, gusting 40 to 45 miles an hour.
Darn wind.
Yep, it's out of the north. It's sending in colder air. Your temperature is close to 30 as you wake up tomorrow morning and ends up like 33, 34. So not a big boost in temperatures tomorrow. And the wind, is going to make it feel colder. Cloudy sky, a couple of flurries possible too. Best chance to see those flakes off to our southeast lakes country, west central Minnesota. Actually part of a much bigger storm system that has winter storm watches in effect near the Twin Cities into Iowa, a blizzard warning in effect for parts of Nebraska.
Yikes.
So at least that's missing us.
That's a positive.
Whoa, it could be worse. They're looking at 4 to 8 inches, 50-mile-an-hour winds, so true blizzard conditions possible.
Yeah.
Down in that direction, let them have it. We get the colder air, the clouds, the wind, because of that system, but I'm not expecting much in the way of snow. If you do find one of those little flurry patches meeting the strong winds, and visibility could be an issue on open areas, so watch out for maybe some blowing dirt, blowing dust tomorrow, especially up north. Not quite to the caliber of what we had back on Friday, because we were gusting like 50 to 60 then, but a little bit of that dirt dust on the move, not out of the question for tomorrow. This leaves us colder then. You've got 30s for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back near 40 on Friday, mid 40s on Saturday, 50s again on Sunday, and next Monday, 1 week from today, temperatures close to 60. Someone could hit 60 in 1 week. That would be great. Forecasting 58 for Fargo as of right now. It's a full week away.
Sure.
We'll see how things look. If it gets too cloudy or too windy or something like that, then obviously it could be a little bit different. But I see it. It's dangling out there.
Yeah.
We could see our first 60.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for that.
In the meantime, we'll focus on our first 50 for today.
Exactly.
Can't complain about it. Just
that'll be
enjoy it, because things are going to be different for tomorrow.
Exactly.
All right, that's all.
Thanks, Lydia. All right, let's get to your headlines this morning here. Senator Kevin Cramer from North Dakota is expected back in Washington, D.C. today, just a week away from, or just over a week, I should say, after suffering a severe concussion and a brain bleed. The senator posted a message on social media Sunday night. He says he'll keep his schedule light for hearings, floor votes, and office meetings, but he is going to get back to work. Cramer says he'll have a CT scan once he returns to Bismarck. He was injured after slipping on ice behind his house when he fell and hit the back of his head. A Wisconsin woman is set to be sentenced today after pleading guilty to helping rob a Fargo gas station in June of 2023. Prosecutors say Terry Adams held the door open at an ExxonMobil station off of 13th Avenue South, while her then fiance, Montrell Johnson, shoved a customer and punched a clerk in the face while demanding money. Police arrested the couple at a motel just a block away. Johnson is already serving out a 6-year prison sentence. Tonight, the West Fargo School Board will be doing a review and canvassing the results of that special election from a few weeks ago. Voters approved one of 3 questions. $100 million will now go towards improvements at South Elementary, Heritage Middle School, and Horace High School over the next 5 years. The questions that failed would have secured funding for a new elementary school, more building upgrades, and a new sheet of ice for Veterans Memorial Arena. Tonight's special meeting is set for 5:30. One person is dead after their vehicle went through the ice in Richland County. Deputies responded to Grass Lake to do a welfare check on someone who didn't show up on time, apparently. Grass Lake is a couple miles northwest of Lidgerwood. Deputies say they found the person dead inside the vehicle, submerged in about 12 feet of water or so. They say it appeared the person had been headed south on the ice when they broke through the ice. The cause of the death is still being investigated, but the press release does say it does not appear to be drowning. Ice houses have to be off the water for much of Minnesota by the end of today. That applies for shelters on lakes in the southern 2/3 of the state. The dividing line of such is actually begins at Highway 10 in Moorhead and goes east until Duluth. So if you have ice house on a lake south of there, that's what we're talking about specifically. You have until March 17th to remove shelters on lakes north of that dividing line. If your shelter is on water that borders North or South Dakota, you have until Wednesday to remove it. And shelters on waters that border Canada can stay in until March 31st. Now, if you still want to fish, you can do that. Ice fishing season isn't over. You just have to make sure to remove your ice house from the water each night. Or if you're going to stay in that ice house overnight, that's also okay. But it just can't stay out there with no one there monitoring it. Now, if you don't follow the law, you could be prosecuted and have your ice house taken away or destroyed, and you don't want that, of course. Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, the madness of March is officially here, and the NSIC is living up to the hype. A preview of tonight's semis in Sioux Falls. Plus, former Bison Gray Zabel may have solidified himself as a #1 draft pick, first-round pick this weekend with showing out at the NFL Combine. He did really well. Hot Mic is live from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and on Inforum.com. Don't forget, for just 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can get an all-access pass to Inforum.com. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to get your deal. Also, join us for the rest of our newscast today. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And First News resumes tomorrow morning from 5 to 7, so be sure to join us then. We'd love to have you. Until then, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy the nice weather. Do something outside if you can.